Hey guys, so this video is actually just kind of like an extra that I hadn't originally planned on making, but obviously I had an incident that changed my mind. So first of all, you guys probably remember the other day I mentioned in my last video that I'd gotten this Cheng doll from Amazon. It's the 8-inch Harry Potter dolls by Spin Master. She's super cute, but I had originally planned on keeping these guys in boxes, which I don't normally do, but like I was just like, they're really cute the way they are. And they don't really have any posability or playability because of the way their bodies are made, so it seemed alright to leave them in box. I got Harry and Hermione via Target in-store, and then I ordered Cho on Amazon, and they mailed her to me in a bubble wrap mailer, and so her box is stained like just massive damage. It's just really like, it's just shredded at the top, honestly, and then it's got like another big crack along here on the side. So I was like, well, I guess I'm unboxing them after all, which eventually I will get around to, but thinking that that was just like a one-off, like the, you know, bad luck day, whatever, I kind of actually had forgotten that my Lily Cheng was supposed to come in today, really just because I pre-ordered her so long ago. Like I wasn't really thinking about it, but I hadn't planned on unboxing her just because like I'd gotten like, I guess like special edition dolls prior, like SDCC, like Pulip, SDCC Monster Highs, and that's San Diego Comic-Con for you guys who haven't like attended that or like don't really keep up with that kind of stuff. And like I said, I have like some rare dolls, stuff like that, but you know, getting something numbered, this was kind of like really cool for me. I missed out on the numbered jet, and also, you know what, when I get her, I'm just gonna keep her in the box. Like, heck with it. I don't normally do that. I really feel like playing with the dolls, like doing their hair and changing their clothes, it kind of helps you bond with them and makes you really appreciate them, versus like, here's something I'm just going to sit on the shelf to collect dust. Which, to each their own. Everybody collects differently, everybody collects in a way that's comfortable for them. Like, playing with dolls and interacting with them is just something that's comfortable for me. So like I said, I hadn't planned on opening her. I got her in the mail today. Amazon shipped her I guess yesterday. She actually wasn't supposed to come until tomorrow, so that was like another thing. Like, I just really wasn't expecting her to be here so soon, especially because when I checked tracking, the tracking said that she wasn't due until tomorrow, that she'd actually been dropped off at a post office a couple of towns over. So it did not say that she was out for delivery. To my surprise, she showed up on my doorstep, and moreover to my surprise, she was mailed in like a very kind of like thin cardboard box, and it was crushed across the top, and I was like, okay, hopefully she's fine in there. I open it up, there's no bubble wrap at all, like nothing to protect her. It's just thin cardboard box and her. So of course, where the thin cardboard box was crushed across, so is her outer collector box. And as you know, if you're a collector, the moment that there's any kind of damage at all, a scratch, and the moment you open this box, you're going to lose value. But to have a big like mark across it, and I'm never like, I'm not likely to ever sell her. Like, I want to say I'll never, but like, we all know that if there was a time that came where we had to choose between selling our dolls and being able to feed our families, or keeping our dolls and watching our children starve, or a family would be sick, or like whatever, like we would sell them. So I don't want to say I would never sell them, but like, I would hope not to have to. So, you know, but the truth is, you still want them to maintain some semblance of value. That's what makes them exciting and valuable. So in this case, I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I can't really exchange her because there are no more numbered ones. They sold out forever ago. So as I learned with Cho, if you leave a review on Amazon for a product, you can't really mention the quality of the shipping because they will deny your review. So there's really nowhere where you can warn other people of how this item is being shipped, nor is there really anywhere where you can talk to someone from Amazon and be like, this is a problem, specifically this. They'll give you the option to return it or exchange it, but like get a refund, or yeah, return it and get a refund or exchange it, but they don't give you the option to just say, hey, this is a problem, or can I get a partial refund because of the damaged packaging, whatever. So I ended up, I guess, like going through the little, what is it called, like a chat feature that Amazon has. And on that chat feature, I I guess like the way that I ordered stuff, they put me through to an actual customer care representative from Amazon. In speaking to that person, I explained the situation. I explained that, and I actually contacted them about Cho, not about Lily. And I was like, look, it's not even worth returning. It's a $10 doll. It would cost me that much to drive to the nearest town with a return center, or to another near town to get like packaging supplies to ship it back, because I'd already thrown away the little bubble wrap crap mailer that she'd come in just out of like frustration. I was like, I don't even want my $10 back. I just want you to understand that this is not acceptable shipping. And the lady's like, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. I was like, yeah. And that was really crappy. But today I got an $80 doll from you guys that you did pretty much the same thing on. Like, you mailed it with no bubble wrap, no protection, and it also came damaged. Like, there should be a note in there to be more careful with these items, because this in particular is a collector's item. And she was like, you know what, that's really terrible. Can we refund you for that? And I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I guess that's fine. And she's like, is it okay if we just put it back on your credit card? Like, I'm just going to refund you for it. And I was like, whatever's easiest. And I really wasn't even looking for a refund for her, so they had me send like the information. My post office, okay, so on the box, the label that had like the tracking information was actually not even stuck to the box. It was folded in half and stuck to itself. So I guess like my post person never scanned it to show that it arrived to me. So I had to take a picture of it and send it to them. The email addresses the lady gave me were both like the kind that are just one way, like they send messages to you but you can't send anything back. So I'm not really sure what that was supposed to achieve, but yeah, so I proved that I got the item and they gave me the refund. She told me that it was easier to just give it to me via Amazon, like I guess like gift card or gift funds or whatever, and that I should have it within like 2 hours. I actually haven't even checked to see if I've gotten it. I should probably do that. I don't know what I'm going to use it on. I really don't want to at this point order any more dolls from Amazon because, ugh. But at the same time, like, I guess I could go ahead and get an unnumbered one, because I did want to get a second Lily today or whatever. I was going to wait until I saw her in stores, because I know some people have found her in Target already. But, like, I guess if I already have, like, the money and it's specifically for Amazon stuff, I might just go ahead and order another one. It doesn't make up for this one being damaged, but this one had other damage. It wasn't just from the shipping. Somebody opened her before they shipped her. So I got really lucky. A couple of people on Instagram showed that they had like huge gouges in their box. They like their numbered tag was actually bent in half. In this case, I don't know how well you can see it because her box is shiny. There's a huge crease right here, where, kind of see it? Where the outer box was creased across. But moreover, like, somebody opened her prior to me, because these stickers were already off, and they have like fibers from the cardboard. They have random people's hair stuck to them. That's kind of gross. So and this one has like some kind of torn paper stuck to it, but it doesn't appear to be from her box. So I don't know what else it could have been stuck to, but there were like fingerprints on it. There was hair stuck to it, all kinds of stuff, which is pretty gross, but like whatever. I'm gonna toss those. So I did get the numbered version. I got number 1372. I don't know if I can get that like clear so you guys can see it. They're shiny, so it's really hard to see anyway. But yeah, so it's not even like a super good number. Like, I guess like now that I'm thinking about it and I'm not so upset, I'm just kind of like, well, it would be cool to open her. Like, I'm still sad about it because I really wanted to have that like really cool thing that like didn't get opened, and I don't know. It's whatever. But I am cool with it. Like, I'm gonna just deal with it. I'm gonna open her. I'm gonna do this unboxing for you guys. And definitely, like, if you had issues with Amazon shipping dolls, just like terribly, drop down in the comments and let me know what your experience was. Because like, this is like really my first two experiences where it didn't, like, it was just, I think I've had some before where there was like a little crunch, but it wasn't this bad. I think I've had one other one that was really, really bad like this. But like, again, the dolls are okay. Like, I guess I should be grateful for that. I just feel like maybe I just had a bad luck week, or maybe Amazon isn't fond of me ordering cool dolls with black hair. I don't know. Anyway, why don't we get to deboxing and check out what the excitement with Lily is. Okay guys, this box is, it is really, really gorgeous. Like, you can see the crease a little more Like I said, it's worse in person than I can manage to pick up on the box because the box is shiny. And then the back artwork, so beautiful. Like the artwork is really, really, really pretty. I love everything about it. I love even just the way they rendered the tinsel in her hair in the artwork. All right, so there's my numbered tag. And like I said, like my tag has a bit of creasing, but I saw other people's, it was literally creased in half. So I'm probably gonna take it off, or maybe just store this entire box in like a tote somewhere to where it doesn't take any more damage once I unbox her. I mean, I'm not likely to ever put her back in the box, but you never know. All right, you guys, so here we go. Here is, look at how beautiful these gold cherry blossoms are. Then we have a little thing that says, in honor of her heritage and the rich history of Lunar New Year, Lily Cheng designed her very own Year of the Tiger outfit. With brocade fabric, lucky red details, and gold embroidery, it's a modern look that roars with style and tradition. I mean, I do hope to see what it is that makes her worth the $80. I think that the fabrics are going to play a large part in that. So you can see her Lily Cheng tag, and then on top, like her ribbon even has like the little, I guess they're supposed to be cherry blossoms, or maybe even plum blossoms. I guess cherry blossoms considering the time of year. It'll be cherry blossom time, what, next month I think, or early April? All right, then we have this other picture of her inside this side of the box. Like the artwork is absolutely gorgeous. I'm excited to see those shoes in person. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna figure out how to open her box effectively without like destroying it. So give me just a second. Okay guys, so I ended up just coming along the bottom of the box and slicing the tape all the way around and then on the sides as well, so that the box just kind of opens up like this. I was trying to do like just as little damage to it as possible, and pulling out those bottom tabs was kind of the only way I could figure out how to get it open with the way it folds. All right, so real quick, let me get the light back up here. Her face is so stunning, just really, really pretty, very unusual, completely different than the other girls, obviously. I don't know that I love the fact that her lips aren't all the way painted, but I do feel like it looks very much more the kind of like the Asian makeup styles that have really been taking off over the last few years. I think that's really cool. I guess let's focus on the fact she does come with a stand that is bright red with red glitter in it. And then of course she has like her hangers and her comb. And it has instructions for how to, I guess, like tie her shoes. I don't plan on opening her stand. I'm just going to leave it in the box. So real quick, I am going to go ahead and clip her and figure out how to get her clothing boxes out without damaging anything. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I ended up just popping her little boxes out and then like gently cutting the tape in the back to take the fronts off and pull the clothing out. And you guys, halfway through it, I realized, why am I being so incredibly gentle with this box? Because honestly, the second I open it, it's, I mean, effectively worthless. Well, not really worthless, just worth less. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if somebody really wanted a numbered one, I mean, they wouldn't pay $80 for her, but I could probably still get like some money for her, but like I'm not going to, so I don't know why I'm being so delicate. All right, you guys, I did like notice while I was opening her, they've got this cool like Year of the Tiger thing going on at the bottom of the box, and I didn't notice that at first. All right, so in her like extra boxes, she comes with this really cute little jacket. It does not open from the front. It goes on and velcros in the back. And as Jet did, it has the number of her stuff on the tag of it. And the jacket is really cool. Like, it's got brocade on the sleeves. And I don't know if you guys can see it because it's really, really shiny. But the brocade is like a tiger. And it's in a slightly lighter silver thread than the flowers around it, making it even harder to see on top of it being shiny. She's got like this gold kind of plastic in the cuffs. I gotta finish trimming the little doodads out. And then like these cool little buckle pieces on leather, which honestly, the kind of leathery stuff that they use on doll clothing usually doesn't hold up well over the years. So that's like another thing. I kind of just wish it had been fabric, but that's cool too. All right, and then she's got RH and the 22, which we all know is River's football number, embroidered onto her jacket. And is it even really a jacket if it doesn't open like a jacket? I mean, I guess so. All right, and then we have her dress. And this is a really, really pretty dress. A very nice brocade of tigers amongst flowers. This silk fabric just makes it really hard to see, but it does have a lot of detail in it. This is really neat. I don't know how to explain what this fabric is. It's kind of plasticky, and it's just got like this embossed or whatever it's called. I guess, yeah, it's embossed design on it. And then, of course, you know, like I said, she's got the embroidery. She's got like this kind of leathery detail around the sleeves. The Velcro only goes about halfway down in the back, in case you're wondering. I know some doll dresses, it goes all the way down. This case, it goes half. And then for her shoes, okay, so these shoes are actually pretty cool, but honestly, I hate all of the shoes with ribbon ties. They never look as nice once you put them on the doll. Like, if you have arthritis like me, you're just kind of fumbling with the ribbon to get it to even tie proper. See, and you can see there are little tigers walking around the bottoms of her shoes in red mist, and then like a little cherry blossom type flower along the front. So those look like they'll be fun to put on. Alright, you guys, I am going to free her up real quick and we'll explore some more on her. Okay, you guys, so I mean, her hair is kind of messy, and it was like this, like it came like this. It could obviously be done better. And it's definitely got some crunch to it. The crunch is relatively light, but it is gelled into big ugly sheets of jagged hair. I don't understand this. I don't understand why the color in her hair is orange and not red, or even blonde, or really anything but orange. There's no other orange really on this doll anywhere. I think if I get a second one, I'm either going to try to neutralize this orange into a nice pretty dark blonde, or I'm just going to go red. I might just honestly take the easy cheap way out and just dye it red. So I know that people have said that these are actually fixed in her head similar to Poppy's butterflies, which means taking them out is going to be a bit risky. So I don't know why her hair looks shiny plasticky. I'm guessing it's just the gel in it. Yeah, because that area feels really crunchy. As far as rooting goes, her rooting looks really nice and thick. I don't feel or see any like really bald spots. This is actually but look how gross that is, you guys. Like, I guess I'm glad I unboxed her, because this has to be washed. Like, I can't live with literal sheets of hair. This is disgusting. I don't know why MGA still does this on any of their dolls, but especially her. Her hair's supposed to be straight. It's not supposed to be like, she's not holding in curls. There's absolutely no reason for it. So her hairpins have the really pretty like cherry blossom design on those two. Sorry, let's see if I can get it. There we go. And then it's got these red cords with gold bead. So they spin around. And then I feel like if I were going to redo this hairstyle, I'd probably be really terrible at it, because each one of these little buns is wrapped through to make two little buns. I don't know. Maybe I need to put gel in that one to try and like hold it back up more. Maybe I'll just end up taking it all down, because why not? Oh wow, even her bangs, you guys. What's going on under here? Ugh. This is like when you find a corpse with rigor mortis and you try to move its limbs. Like, it's that noise. Alright, you guys, so she's got gradient brows. I will say, when I first pulled that section up over here, I was kind of worried. Like, did her brows rub off? Are they not going to be there? It's kind of hard to tell if they look even. She's got a little mark in the middle of her forehead. Really lovely eye makeup, and it all looks very nicely done. Honestly, if she'd had like smears or spots on her face that weren't supposed to be there, I probably would have freaked out. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do know that somebody got and it's not really a variant, but they got a version that doesn't have these little red dots. Like, I guess theirs was just forgotten. Sorry, I know her hand's causing a shadow on her face. But it was actually kind of just a neat look in and of itself. All right, so she's got these huge plastic earrings that we've all come to kind of love and tolerate. The big fake jewels. And then I do believe that these are said to say the word tiger. And I don't know if, obviously that's not what they both say, because I think they're both different. So I don't know. I know that one is supposed to say tiger. I don't really know what the other one says. I'll probably have to look that up. Because okay, now that I've gotten her off the stand, so her dress that she comes wearing has the same similar clasp to what's on her jacket. Again, lovely brocade, kind of a faux leather border. I guess we'll take this. I don't know if this ribbon thing comes off. I don't imagine it does. This very shiny kind of, I don't even know what this plasticky material. It's reflecting the red, by the way. It's not torn. I don't know what that is, but it seems like it's probably not going to hold up well over the years, especially if you unbox her and there's any handling going on. She's got these tiny little, like, silver dots. They're bead, like, I guess, like, not beads, but, like, they're not just paint. They're really nice. Again, her dress has this beautiful brocade. I guess, I don't know, is it brocade, embroidery, both, neither? I'm not really my crafting area of expertise. But we're gonna go with brocade because that's what her box says. Again, with the beautiful tiger, beautiful cherry blossom flowers. Her hair came rubber banded into her hand for some reason. Not really sure what that's about. And she's got 6 bracelets, 3 on each arm. I will actually take those off and we'll go over them better here in a minute. And then she has these shoes, which are actually really neat. They're kind of chunky. They're probably not my favorite shoes ever, but they're really cool. Like, it's definitely a new design. It's neat to see them kind of expanding into different stuff, and it's not like the same strappy heel. I mean, they are kind of strappy heels, but you know, like what we've seen before over and over and over again on the other dolls. But again, tying them seems like it's going to be kind of annoying. All right, you guys, I'm going to undress her and we're going to look at her pieces a little closer. Okay, guys, so she does have all of the typical articulation, including the neck articulation that has taken place from series 3 and up. She does not have the waist articulation that we saw in Jet Dawson, nor the ankle articulation from that, which again kind of makes you sad that you just paid $80 for a doll that doesn't even come with technically all of the bells and whistles. I know not everybody likes the tinsel, but I'm actually like a fan of tinsel. I think it's cute as long as it's not like an excess. Like Avery's wigs honestly were way too much tinsel. This is just kind of a nice little sprinkle. So I do know that when I decide to dye the next one, whatever, I am going to have to take her hair down, so maybe I'll explore that more then. For now though, I want this version to be able to keep her hair, I guess, as much as possible, like in the style that it's supposed to be in. Alright, you guys, so she came with this really, like, this is kind of an interesting top because it doesn't really have a sweetheart cut. It's kind of got like a flower petal cut at the top. And so I didn't realize this wasn't a dress, but it's actually a top and skirt. And again, look at how beautiful that tiger is. That's just really, I mean, it is really impressive. Is it $80 impressive? I don't know. Mine seems to have like a little piece of tape stuck to it. What is that about? Whatever it is, I can't get it off. It's like a little piece of tape, but like I don't have fingernails because I keep them cut really short. Just throwback to like my days as a makeup artist, because accidentally scratching somebody's face would have been really terrible. So yeah, so you have those 2 pieces, and then again you have the earrings. And I honestly should have looked up what they said before I even made this video, but I didn't really even think about it because I didn't plan on making this video to begin with. It just kind of was a thing that happened due to circumstance. All right, so here's the, like, I guess waist cincher belt type thing. Like, these really do have a lot of really nice detail. So these fabrics that this is made out of, like this gold stuff, usually doesn't hold up very well. Neither do the leather pieces over the years. Like, they do start to kind of peel away. it is even lined with a very nice soft fabric. Like, this is really cool. As much as I still don't know that I'm happy I paid 80 bucks for her, but I'm not as sad as I guess I could have been. Alright, so as far as her bracelets go, this one is, I guess, like little silver flat circles. I guess it's supposed to look diamonds, maybe? I don't know. Then we have this gold one. Now, these are all the ones from her, her left hand. And it's a little tiger looking like he's biting like a little belt loop kind of thing. And then the last one for that hand is jade. And it looks like a good luck coin, but it's supposed to mimic like a jade bracelet, which is really, really neat. Very nicely thought out detail. The ones for her opposite arm are, again, like another one of these. This one's slightly different, though. The centers aren't raised on it. And then we have this one that's just like a little red string type bracelet with a tiger. Look at that, you guys. That is the most precious little tiger face. I'm sorry, I know my hands are really, really shaky. That's so annoying. I apologize in advance. And then we have these little tiger faces on this bracelet. Alright, I'm going to dress her in her second outfit. I did comb out a little bit of the gel and her hair is looking much nicer now. I was very, very careful about that though, because I didn't want to like shred her hair trying to get the gel out. Alright, oh, and look, her underpants even have a little gold band. Alright, you guys, I'm going to dress her in her second outfit so we can see how it looks. Okay, guys, so I just want to say, like, this skirt is so very short. Like there's her crotch. Like, this is really, really, really short. I know they were trying to like save money where they could, but maybe like a 1/4 of an inch on it wouldn't have killed it. These shoes are really cute, but I just want to say, like, these are really hard to tie and make look nice. I'm not even joking. Like, there's a bow, but it's not a very nice bow, but it's a bow. This side, like, I couldn't even get that. You know, I'm not a huge fan. Now, I will say that this jacket is really sturdy material, but it's so thick that if you check out the back part of it, like, you can see I barely got it to Velcro, and really kind of only in the middle. It's almost too small for her, so I probably won't be putting it on her. Okay, guys, and in order to swap her her clothing, I did pop her hands off. They do have like the one longer peg, one shorter. She has this very nice red manicure, and her fingernails are actually painted really nicely. I did see somebody recently who had a doll. I don't even remember what doll it was, but it had like white fingernail polish, and instead of being on the tips of the fingers, it was like weirdly like in these little crease joints, not even near the tips of the fingers. Now, I did almost forget about this fan. I really wish it had kind of had like a gold tiger on it or something other than rainbow. It does shut, which is really cool. And the back side of it, like, it would have almost kind of looked better if they had been able to put something across the back, but obviously for reasons of it working, they couldn't. It's got this great knot work on the ribbon. I don't know, it's nice. It really is. And it's very reminiscent of like the actual like little inexpensive plastic fans you can get like at party supply stores and stuff like that. But I do wish it did something other than just say rainbow. That feels kind of strange. It is really nice. I feel like it could potentially shred. It doesn't feel like the ribbon material has been sealed on the edges, but I feel like it's not really something you're probably going to play with anyway, so it should be fine. Alright, you guys, I am probably going to swap her back into her other outfit really quickly, and then I'll be back to tell you guys my final thoughts. Okay, guys, I actually forgot to show you what she looked like in this second dress. I paired it with the cute belt from the first outfit really quick, just to show you how that looks. And then the dress itself is actually really plain. I mean, not plain, but, like, you know. It's still really cute. It does, like I said, it has this really cool embossing on it, and beautiful embroidery of tigers. But yeah, the shortness of it definitely kind of puts me off. Not saying I've never worn a dress this short myself, just saying it wouldn't have killed him to add even a 1/4 inch more fabric. Okay guys, so really quick, I think my favorite outfit is definitely the first outfit. I like it both with and without the belt, but for now I think I'll go with without it. The bracelets are honestly my all-time favorite part of everything Lily comes with, and I decided that I'm going to leave her in these shoes only because like they're butt to tie and I don't really love that about them, but the other ones are just kind of too chunky for my taste. Alright you guys, so there are my thoughts on Lily. Obviously, I really like her. I mean, I'm kind of sad that I had to open her, but at the same time I'm kind of glad because it was really cool seeing all these details in person. And while I had planned on getting a second one to open anyway at some point, I don't know, like, the sooner the better. I just want to find like a positive spin on it because let me tell you guys, so I stopped recording long enough to talk to my husband on the phone while he was on break, and then after he got off, someone complained in my last video that there was a really strange noise that kind of was intermittent. I figured out what it was. It's our central heating. So it's a bit of an older system. This unit was in the house when my husband bought it like 8 or 9 years ago. And so that's what's making the noise. It's just gotten old, so it's gotten kind of loud. And I guess like I didn't really ever notice it because I'm used to it. But now that the weather's gotten colder, it's kicking on more frequently, and that's what the noise was. So yeah, I'm trying to be more careful of that in this video, but I realized it halfway through, so you might still hear it. See, like, there's the heater kicking back on again. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I will definitely see you guys next week for a dye video, and hopefully you enjoyed my thoughts on Lily. Let me know what you guys think of her, if you have her, if you don't have her and you've decided to wait. Like, I'm definitely curious as to how everybody feels. Let me know about your experiences with Amazon, etc. And I'm gonna go play Animal Crossing. I will see you guys next week.